gun babies. So taxes, you know, taxes is actually something that we as a people actually elect how much we pay. Like you send representatives up there to help actually set the rate. And this past year, they actually lowered taxes a 0.25 percentage point. You know, taxes, they help go towards essential things, things to protect you as citizens, going towards our police, going towards our education, and going towards roads, bridges. And I think, you know, taxes need to be kept as low as possible, always, but we have to strike a hard balance in this state. And this is what I really want to help you navigate as a people. I've heard you say we want more money for education. I've heard you say we want more money for our roads and infrastructures. I agree with you. If we're going to do that, we either have to cut government spending or we're going to have to agree as a people that we're willing to all pay a little bit more for those features that we want. So that's a conversation I want to navigate with you well, is let's go as a group, as a people, what do we agree is the most important, and let's move forward in that direction. When it comes to guns, don't hold this against me, but I was raised in Texas, okay? I moved here as soon as I could. So I've been here since 2010. But I will tell you this, when I actually moved here, it was a little bit of a rude awakening for me. I had to relearn what was legal with guns because Oklahoma was not as protective of your gun rights as Texas was. And that was a shock to me. So as I have gone through that process of having to relearn what's legal and not legal, you know, and how can I protect myself on my own property. You know, in Oklahoma, basically, if your life's in threat, they have to be basically in your house. The joke is pull them inside before you shoot them. You know, that kind of stuff is ridiculous that we have to say that even as a joke. But there's real situations where people are breaking in houses and you're fearful of your life, of your family and your kids. And if you were to point a gun at them through your window, they can actually file a charge against you. That is crazy. So I want to, you know, our gun rights originally, they were given to us in the Constitution, actually as a means of ourselves as the people protecting ourselves from a rogue government. I hope we never get there again. But secondarily, it was actually an expectation for you to protect your own property because you have the rights to your own life and to your property. And with that, it comes the responsibility of protecting it. And then we as the people, we get to hold you accountable if you misuse that right. So that's where I stand on guns, is that I believe everyone has the right to self-defense, and they should be trained and taught how to use that right. When it comes to our children, I've got 3 little kids. They're the best things in the world. I'll just tell you, I'm a Christian. My beliefs come at the Bible, and it says that before I even knew you, you were formed in your mother's womb. That's where I stand, is that at the moment that you are conceived, that is a human life. It has a unique set of DNA from the mother. I've heard a lot of arguments saying a woman has a right to her body. I absolutely agree with you. She does. But what's inside her body is not hers. It's just like I have a right to my home. And if I want to, I can take a bulldozer and tear my home down. But did you know it would be illegal and a crime if I tore it down while someone was in it? That's where I stand, is that we're going to protect our kids. So if it's not done before I get in there, which we've made some really big strides, but if it's not done before then, I will be pushing for us to be an abortion-free state. The only exception I would make is an ectopic pregnancy. That's where the baby implants in the fallopian tube, and it's actually a death sentence for the baby and the mother. And in that case, that's where a hard decision has to be made. But that's the only exception I have in my heart for that. So thank you very much.